That's the critical spot for Cardano. Dogecoin Millionaire, a Dogecoin Millionaire update, and a Dogecoin Millionaire flashback for the Dogecoin Millionaire that has done phenomenally well for himself. And congratulations on YouTube. You've made a whole career out of this, and you have profited immensely by your popularity and your channel and your great content. But his one fatal mistake when trading the Dogecoin was the hype got him 3.5 million on his trade on Robinhood, but then the blind following of the hype train and not taking an impartial view uh, and taking an unbiased, objective view of the market, the coin, and what was going on, he would have known that you didn't have to sell it all, but you had to at least downsize a good 75% because the price had to come down due to all the hype in the fleece heisting and shysting that was going on with the Elon Musk. It was a classic blow off top. It gave all the classic symptoms, but I believe Dogecoin Millionaire over there, I believe he's younger, much younger than me, probably by 10 years. And this was his first hype train, right? And it gets everybody on their first hype train. But old Vincenzo with the Elon Musk and the flashback machine, you can go Google search some videos too. All of those from the day he took the stage to the 3, 4, 5 days leading up. Old Vincenzo coined the term jabronis are being built here and here, right? Because we knew this was the left shoulder formed, and then we were forming the head up here, leading into that infamous night that the jabroni killers got shot and smacked and beat down after they learned a harsh lesson. We told you this was the head and shoulders topping reversal pattern in the macro time frame, the daily time frame, the weekly time frame, the monthly time frame, as we already had this left shoulder here, and then we were rising for a huge head that was forming, and that's when we told you there was going to be a big flush and then a right shoulder, and then eventually it was coming down to the underneath target, and that underneath target on this pattern that we designed and figured out and sniffed out right in here as it was leading up to the Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. And then bam, this big reversal candle is the night he took the stage, and it was a 43.69% fall, I believe. And old Vincenzo was the only channel out there saying bearish, 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 the biggest macro bearishness you could see, and the orgasmic accumulation of the momentum was going to break on itself, and it had to come down. And you would go from the top to the neckline, right, to the point of a breakout, and that got you all the way down here at about 6.5, 7 cents. And we had big underneath targets down there, and that actually did bring you to the mean of the volume, right? And we actually did touch that and fulfill that technical target. But I said, and I still stand behind what I said back then, that Dogecoin would be below 1 penny when Dogecoin was almost at 70 cents, and the mass hype was going on leading up into this Jeff Bezos. I was telling everybody on here, I only had about 3 people listening at the time, but my predictions were Dogecoin before it hit $1 would go back below 1 penny. And if the Dogecoin Millionaire, the bright guy that he is and the great content provider, I'm a big fan, Dogecoin Millionaire, right? I don't mean to bring you up on my channel and talk, I'm not talking trash. I just think you could use, this is a big learning lesson for you, because I'm a big fan of your channel, right? I think it's got great content, and I wish you would have been listening to me back then, because you might have took a little money off the table there, and then you could have been buying it all back. You could have bought some back at 18 cents. You could have bought some back at 30 cents. You could have bought some back at 10 cents, right? You could have bought some back at 6 cents, and you could have bought some back if it continues to go lower and get below the penny that I think it's going to go to, right? But congratulations on your success on your channel. I am a huge fan. Old Vincenzo thinks your station is funny, right? So maybe next time, if Dogecoin ever has some big pump and you start to feel all momentum-y, check out my channel and I'll give you some the voice of reason, right? But I think that's where Dogecoin's going to go. But in the short term, if you're trying to get some kind of pump, you could come up to this overhead ring at about 8 cents, right? We got to move these prices to current time frames. Oh, that one is. And then that one is up here at about the top of the last line of defense to the shithouse would be major resistance at about 8.25 cents, right? If you can't get above this major inflection point right here where you had a bunch of bulls trying to hold till it flipped down where the bears took control and it became resistance, right? If you can't get above that, you're going to come back down at least for another tap at the bottom part of this orange support zone at